Okay, one of the final steps to tire safety has to do with speed. I know some people drive a lot faster than I do, but I keep it at about 62. I set the cruise at 62 on the freeway, and that's about as fast as I go. Occasionally, if I have to pass someone, I'll go to 65, but there's a couple different things. The tires, one's keep proper inflation, monitor inflation with a TireMinder, check your lug nuts to make sure that they're torqued to the right specification, and watch your speed. Speed will kill a tire more than anything because it generates a lot of heat. So we're not in a hurry, we're full-time RVers. We usually drive the most 300 miles a day, so I just take my time and go 62 miles per hour. I think I've only passed about 3 or 4 people in the last year.
I know, that's when you let your hair down. You get wild.
But that's okay. I'm safe, my family's safe, my tires are going to last longer. I'm protecting my family and I'm protecting my investment, which is the RV.
Thanks, babe.
You're welcome.
Hi, we are Cheryl and John. We sold our home and business in March 2020 and set out to live life differently, traveling the country in an RV with our twin daughters, Brighton and Daisy. We believe the best days are always ahead of us, even in good times. Thank you for joining us as we inspire others to seek the bright days ahead. Okay, girls, you know what day today is?
Yeah, it's travel day.
Okay, it's time to go get in the truck. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's go get in the truck. Get up in there.
Safety is really important. We have these great child safety seats. We lock them in. Everything's locked into the truck. The Ford is able to accommodate these safety seats with the latches in the seat and the latches in the back. And now
Okay, can you show them how you put on your seatbelt? Okay, show them how you put on your seatbelt.
we make sure, because safety is so important, that the girls are locked in their safety seats, right?
Yes. What are you eating?
Oh, I'm chewing gum. I shouldn't be chewing gum while we're filming. Now we tighten them up and we make sure this is on their chest. Tighten that up on their chest. All secure. Make sure the seat's in there. Hello. As we continue our safety before we leave, our safety tips before we leave, first we got the girls buckled into their safety seats. That's why we do this, so they're not running around again, maybe possibly getting hurt while we're tearing down. But the next, one of the 8 safety tips that's on our blog is to make sure that the lug nuts on the wheels on our trailer are torqued down to the proper specification. The spec on ours is 120 foot-pounds. That's a little bit different than the factory wheels, because we just had this upgrade by Performance Trailer Braking, and the wheels on here are 120. So set our torque wrench to 120, and listen for the click. And you do top, and then bottom, always kind of offset it. So it sounds like these are 120 foot-pounds. So this wheel is all set. We got that. And the other great thing that we just added, was by TireMinder, is these pass-through transmitters. So I no longer have to screw off the whole transmitter when I check the PSI. So the PSI on these tires is 110. I've actually already checked the TireMinder receiver in the truck, and I know that the receiver's saying it's okay, but I just double check this with my digital air gauge to make sure the tire pressure is right. So all you do is screw off the little valve stem cap. The transmitter is here on its pass-through. Right at where I want it to be, 110, cold. So you always check the tire pressure cold and not warm. So the rating on this one's 110. That's where it's 110. Just another tip, I've got to do the rest of the tires and wheels. But another tip is when you're done with your torque wrench, don't leave it at the torque rating that it is. That'll damage the spring inside. Always bring it back down to around 20 foot-pounds. So the spring won't be over stressed and your torque wrench will last a lot longer.
Okay, so now we are hooking up. This is real life. Let's see if we can do this on one pass. Sometimes we get it in one pass. But I have our cable already out. This is our trailer hookup cable and the brake line out. And he has, you can see the jaws on the fifth wheel are open. Come on back. And I'm just looking for that line up. Now I'm gonna step out of the way. All right, ease on back. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And I'm looking for that line up. Let's see it. You got it. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe we got that on film. One take, John. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay, so now he does a couple safety things. What you're looking for is that jaw to be closed. We'll rip it. So that jaw's closed. Now he's going to...
The safety makes sure that it doesn't come undone.
Right. So that locks it in place.
It's locked in so we don't lose our trailer.
I'm too short to reach this. Here. Okay, so...
And this is a safety brake.
Which
so if the trailer would come undone for some reason, you'd pull this and you would immediately lock up the brakes on the trailer so the trailer won't go rolling down the street, either hitting us or other people. So it's just another safety measure here.
And you hook it to the truck.
Hook it to the truck, not to the hitch. Because if the hitch and everything went, then it wouldn't activate the brakes. So hook it to the truck.
Now I'm going to put this in here. I can't do it while filming, so you might need to hold it. Can you do that? Yeah. Nope, you have to put it on. This is the notch that goes on the front. I normally do all this. And then you wait until there's a notch right here. Yep, it's in. Okay. So now John's going to get in the truck and you're going to turn on. He already has it in trailer mode.
In trailer mode, my mirrors are out. So on this Ford F450, the side mirrors telescope out if you're hauling a trailer, which is great. So that keeps that. I have it in trailer tow mode and also have the engine brake on automatic. So if we're going down a hill, I don't have to use brakes as much. The engine will help brake us, the engine/exhaust brake. All right, so now we do our pull test before we get going. So we raise up our front jacks just off the ground. So we're making sure everything's engaged at the fifth wheel hitch. And then I'll do a pull test to make sure that the brakes are working and that the hitch is working as well. So we pull these up just a few inches off the ground. Let the fifth wheel, the RV settle in. I'm right here settling into the truck right now. And now you can see our front jacks are just a hair, a couple inches off the ground. So if I did the pull test and something would happen and it wasn't engaged, it would only drop a couple inches and not the entire way. So we'll do a pull test now.
Shut the tailgate. Okay, so now we are doing the trailer pull test, and you have...
I had the parking brake off. My foot on the brake, put it in drive, and then engage the brake controller all the way to make sure the trailer brakes are working and that the trailer, the RV is attached to the fifth wheel.
Okay,
engage
so we can
it.
normally hear a whine too.
You see how the brake's working?
Yeah, let me go back there. Try it one more time. I want them to hear that whine. You can also hear, normally, if you're real good, you can hear a whine back here. Do you hear that whine? There's a bit of a whine. So now he's going to pull forward, and you can see that you can see and hear that the brake stopped it. So that tested our brakes. It tested that we are hooked up properly, and then it also tested out that the fifth wheel is indeed locked and the trailer didn't pull free from the truck. So now we just need to pull up our front landing gears, and then we're going to do our final walk around. So what John likes to do, he likes to
check the lights. We have to check the lights.
Oh, we do have to check the lights. Okay, and in our final walk around, we're going to test the lights just to make sure that the lights are working. Yes, I can see both of the tail lights. Left is working. Yes. Brake, yes. And emergency lights, yes. Okay, so now we're gonna do the final walkthrough. So John just wants to make sure, like little things. Did we leave any of the doors open? Are they all locked? We've sometimes left our splitter here that we've caught on our water splitter. So that door's locked. And then we like to give each other friendly reminders. Did you turn off the gas?
I turned off the propane.
Propane. Use correct terminology. And then
Did you turn on the inverter?
I did turn on the inverter.
Secure the refrigerator.
Yes, and we've learned that to do these, we need to do it a little bit more loving. So I'll say something like, my love, did you tighten the lug nuts?
I did, my love.
Okay. And let's check this door that's locked. This one, we sometimes forget, I don't want it to fly open, is our rear kitchen. So this is locked, the steps are in. We didn't leave any chocks around.
One of our latest safety tips that we've done. In case we're gone doing touring somewhere, we leave our business card right here at our door. So if there's water running out of my rig or something's going on, our phone number's right on there, and our fellow campers can give us a call and tell us there's an issue at the campsite. It's a little tip. You can just put your phone number right there. So
and look what we caught on our final walk around. I didn't put that back, my love.
No, I moved it out.
Oh, you did? Oh, good. Just double checking. Okay, my love.
Right, everything's locked,
Yep.
locked.
We have our RV lock. I like to make sure it's locked. All these doors are locked. Lock, lock, lock. Oh, and then I like to do the final check. Final check. Okay, final check. Is Brighton in the car?
Yeah.
Is Daisy in the car? Oh, bless you. I guess you're in the car. Presley, are you in the car? Yes, I'm in the car.
I'm in the car.
And we're ready to roll.
Let's go. All right, so we're mounting the TireMinder monitors on the back dualies of this 2021 F450. I can't actually reach them without taking the wheels off because of the placement of the valve stem. There's one here which faces backwards, which I can't get to, and the one in the back is right across from it, but you can't get to it either. So we will have to top the wheels off of here. To get this rear dually wheel off, you have to first take off this trim cap. This is the tool Ford provides to take it off. Actually slip it in to this.
So where do you find this?
This is underneath the back seat.
Okay.
In the jack and all those tools are in the back under the back seat. So you put this in the slot and then twist it like this, and it's supposed to pull this cap off.
So you got it off.
Bill had a special tool, trim removal tool. This was not in my truck, not in my RV. It was the only thing I could get this off with, because the Ford provided tool, which goes in like this, and then you're supposed to twist it off. It goes in, and then you push this up, and that pushes up against the wheel, and it's supposed to push that off. This little piece is not long enough to get a hold of this, so it slips out.
And you said it was even taking off a little piece of...
It takes a piece of the trim off, of the trim piece. Each one of them that I tried, it put a little notch in.
So now you have a certified special tool you found, right?
Certified special tool here, which we don't know what it is. But now we know. Install the tire minders. As you can tell, these things face backwards, which is one of the reasons we took the wheel off, in order to get to it. Otherwise, I would have had to stick my hand back through here and try to wheel it on there like that, which would have been next to impossible. So TireMinder now has these pass-through style monitors, so you can actually leave the monitor on, take off the valve stem cap, put air in, put the cap back on, without actually taking off the Bluetooth device that has the battery in it.
And those already have batteries in them?
We did install the batteries earlier.
Disc style battery.
Disc style battery that's shaped about the size of a dime. We take this off. You know, I'll take it off here and show you. So the battery slips in just like this. Always easier said than done.
But it slipped in.
It slips in like that. Positive side up. Make sure the gasket's on there to keep the moisture out. Put the cap on tight.
And TireMinder does send extra gaskets.
Extra gaskets and extra batteries. And
okay, so that one we just threaded on. It was easy.
the insides are fitting with the pass-through style,
Okay.
but the outsides won't because of the hole in the
Can you show?
aluminum wheel.
Okay, so we've taken this tire off, and there's the valve stem. It's sticking out.
So when we try to put this on, this is a steel valve stem or aluminum, I don't know what, but you can't move it. It's not like it's rubber and I can move it out of the way. So once I go to screw it on, the compartment on the TireMinder that holds the battery and has the Bluetooth mechanism in it, it won't spin because it's bumping up against the wheel. So this style won't work on this outer wheel or the outer wheels on the front of the F450. It does work on the RV wheels and the inner wheel of the F450.
So I think TireMinder has the other style transmitter. Our plan is
Is that
yes.
other style.
Thank you, assistant.
So this is the old style, just a flat valve transmitter, and it screws on there very nicely because it's not sticking out to the side. So that one works fine.
That one works.
And it's the same style that we put on the front wheels already.
Okay, so this style is not the pass-through, so you would have to take this off. You'd have to take off the transmitter.
If I do have to put air in it, just like spinning off a valve stem cap, you just spin it off, put the air in, spin it back on.
Okay. Yes, one programming note, thanks to Dad, is we were putting on all the valve stems at the same time. And hey, this is true to life. Like, you're going to make mistakes too. Read your owner's manual before you start, which Dad had already read it. So read this. You cannot put all the valve stems on at once because it needs to learn the positions. If you have them all on, then it's going to see all tires and you don't know which tire's which. So then we had to remove them, and now we're going through. So we've already done this inner tire, and it has learned. I put it in this position. So I'm saying this is the inner back passenger side dually. So now I'm going to go up and select this tire. It's blinking. So I say that's the tire I want. I'm going to go ahead and select it. Unfortunately, this is why I'm doing it. I have a small enough hand so we don't have to remove the tire again. Quite frankly, my hand is probably small enough we could have done this. We didn't try that though. It was more fun to get everything off, right? Okay. I think I'm doing it backwards.
Right, tight. No, spin it towards me.
It's backwards. Okay. So within 10 to 15 seconds, me screwing this on, it'll turn to a green light. So there it is. It's green light. Okay, so it's registering it. So now I know where that is. So now we have to go around and do that to all the transmitters. And then for the trailer, we'll have to put on the module, so to the power source, so it can pick it up because it'll be too far away. So we're going to go around and do all that. Okay, here we are on the trailer, and we're going to do it. And I have the little, don't do it yet, so we're going to go find, we're on the passenger side, and we're going to do the front. So we decided to skip a row, and then we're going to make that the front passenger of the trailer.
Can I screw it on?
Yeah, well, let me press select. I press select. Go ahead and screw it on. Now we're looking for a green button. Okay, we're looking for the green light. And there's the green light. And so it shows currently cold 94 pounds.
All right.
So now I'm going to go ahead and find the other one, right rear. So I actually need to go up because I want it on the same side. So that's right behind. So that's passenger rear it's showing. Sorry, it's sprinkling a little, so my screen's wet. Okay, and now John is going to screw that on, and we're looking for the green dot. There's the green dot. This one is showing 93 psi.
All right. Let's put some air in these when we leave.
Yes.
They're low. I like to be around 100.
On 100. And I do believe programming note TireMinder says that these are within 3% accurate. So if you fill it up, let's say exactly to 100, and then you come back here and it's 99, they do have a percent error. But just remember that what we're looking for is the right word, decompensation?
Decompression.
Decompression of air. So that's what you're...
Depressurization.
Depressurization. Look that up. Okay.
Depressurization.
Right.
So if they start going down, we'll know.
We'll know. Okay. Let's do the other side.
This is a relay transmitter that's required when your back wheels are further apart, too far from the main receiver in the cab of the truck. So it suggests that you mount it up here at the front of our fifth wheel, close to the battery, because you do need to connect it to battery power. I have two little alligator clips, one on the negative right here, and then I got another little one on the positive back there. So as you can see, it's working. And I put some Velcro on here, some male side of the Velcro, and the female side I have mounted it, and relay the signal from the TireMinder transmitters on the trailer wheels. It'll relay it from here up to the cab of the truck, so we'll have an accurate reading. So, simple dimple.
All right, and then let me just show you the TireMinder. This is monitoring not only our tire wheels, our RV tires, excuse me, our RV tires, but it's monitoring our F450 tires as well. Little did we know when we first got it, on the F450, it does not come with tire pressure monitoring system. So we needed to have something that would also monitor those tires. And so this TireMinder has enough transponders. We now need 10. So it shows the truck. The truck are those front little ones, and then here's the dually, and then here's the back trailer. So on this TireMinder, the T88C, this rotates through it. So you see every 6 seconds it gives you the pressure on all the tires. So it rotates through it. So now that's the new front passenger side, and now it's going to rotate to the back driver side. You can see the outer tire, and then let's show it rotate one more time, and then that's the inner driver side tire. So that's how we kind of measure. It measures both the PSI, here's 84 PSI, now it's 82 PSI because it switched to a tire, and then the temperature. So TireMinder will tell you at a percentage, if it raises, I think 15% above what you set it at as your cold pressure, which we set our cold pressure for the back tires on the trailer to 110 PSI. And then I know it monitors, it sets off a signal if it gets too hot. And I don't remember that exact temperature. I'll look it up and put it in the comments, but I think it's 135 degrees or something around there. So that's how we kind of monitor our tires with TireMinder. And just a quick view of the scenery. Oh, there's a trucker passing you. Do RVers pass you?
RVers pass me all the time. I'm always surprised when a big fifth wheel goes by and he's going 70, 75 miles per hour. And it's just way too fast. Not safe.
Oh, and here's a look at the girls on travel day. They're listening to their iPads.